Hello everybody. So this class we're going to make all her accessories, so earrings, necklace, flowers for her hair. Okay, so let's get started. So for her necklace I roll some black clay here and I will put on her neck like that. I'm just gonna find the right spot that I want to do it, and with my tool I'm gonna bring inside under the scarf. Same here, bring it under and then I'll cut and fix the position here. This way. Remove some excess here. Okay. Now I'm gonna get this chain. It's golden, and I will press on my clay. I'm gonna cut this the right size. We have two options here. You can just mark and remove the chain and paint it golden after, or you can leave the chain as part of the necklace. It doesn't really matter. Whatever you pick, it's gonna work. So I think I'm gonna keep my chain. Just gonna put in there, press. Because if you just mark, see, you get all the chain marks in there, and once you paint golden, it will show nicely. I'm going to gently press the chain in the clay. So here is where I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna remove this one from here. So I'm just gonna cut here. I don't even need to cut. I can go ahead and keep on coming because this is what's gonna happen anyway. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll put it in here and I'm gonna keep on building the necklace. So I'm going to do the same thing. Put some clay in here to do the second part of the necklace. Just go in there, in the center, around here, and there. Remove some excess here. It's good. And here I wanted to have like a little bit of a edge. Not a lot. And I'm gonna go with the chain. Just want to make sure that I press in the clay. Fix the position. Do you like it? And now we have to cut the chain. There we go. Even if it doesn't stay all the right, if it flips around a little bit, it's okay because it's jewelry and they twist around our necks anyway. Right, just fix the shape until you like. If you just want to go with the chain, you can also just go with the chain. I want to make it with the clay, so that's why I did that. And here she actually has 2 chains, so I'm gonna add another one. And the second one comes down here. I'm not sure if I'm gonna add another one, I'll see. So the second one comes lower and reaches a medallion down here. So I'll see how that's gonna look, and if it doesn't look good, then I use my artistic license to change the jewelry a little bit and don't go exactly the same. And you can also clean up the black clay if you think it's too thick. You can keep on cleaning to get the chain the best you can until you like it. So let's see how this is gonna look. So I'm gonna get more chain here and put a second one coming down here. That will end right there. So I'm just gonna place it to see if I will like that or if it's gonna be too much, because it might be too much. Not really too much. I kind of like it. Just here is too much. I might have to cut in here. If I can't pull it in, I'll have to cut. Get lower here. There you go. There we go. That's better. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna cut here. We don't need all this chain. And then press again on the clay. Oops, I dropped it. Okay, I'm gonna do that and I'll be back with this, the 2 chains stuck to the neck. Okay, let's do it again. So I held in there, now I'm gonna put in here, and I'm gonna press in a little bit stronger than I pressed the first time, and separate these guys much better. There we go. All right, that's better. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same this side. Have to have patience because the clay, there's less clay to glue this to stuck the second one. There we go. I'm just looking to the picture to see, so I'm gonna put a black one coming here, and this is also going to be 2 chains, and I'm gonna go all the way down. Let me show you guys. So there's a, actually I'm gonna use this black clay to go around and form the pendant holder here. Okay, I'm using black clay, but this is going to be golden. I'm gonna paint. All right, and I'm gonna go all the way down. And I'm gonna end here. There's some decoration under the necklace here, but mine is not long enough, so I will stop right there. I'm not gonna keep on going. I'm gonna place chain. I'm actually pressing putting 2 chains here, so I'm going to go 1. Let me just cut the right size first and then I'll place it. I'm just gonna measure the size, cut, and place 2 chains here. There we go. There we go. That's good enough. And now we're gonna make the medallion. So for the medallion, I just press a little ball. And I'm going to place in the right position here. There we go. And then I'm going to decorate. For the decoration, I will be using microspheres, golden. And I got this, I think I got this at Michael's a long time ago. But you can find it online. You can even find on my Amazon front store that there's links to where you can find on Amazon. And I'm going to place around the, let me get this closer to me. So I'm just gonna grab and I'm gonna place around. And then you just do the decoration that you want. Press a little bit in. Okay, this is really something that I prefer doing with my glass because it looks better. Okay, I'm going to decorate and I'll come back to show what I did. Okay, so I placed the microspheres all over, around. I placed 2 layers of it. And now I'm gonna get a little star. This is just like, you know, those... I used to put on shirts and things like that. I'm going to press down onto the clay just to give a little volume here. Because I'm gonna paint it all golden. It's not gonna be this color. Now I'm gonna bake this, but before I bake, just around the microspheres, I'm going to add some gel. I don't want to add around everything now because I want to paint golden and I want this, I don't want to have liquid clay inside because it's going to be on my way to paint the right way. But you see how the microspheres, they don't really stick to the clay very well. And I don't want to stick them all in because I don't want them to, I want to show them. So the liquid clay will help me to keep them there, to hold them there and keep the volume proper. So just around the microsphere. And now I'm gonna bake this and I'll be back. Okay, now this is baked and I'm going to use metallic golden paint so my necklace is not all black. But I'm not gonna paint all the way. I'm gonna paint just enough to make the necklace look as thick as hers. And I don't want to completely cover the black because that's gonna give me some shades. Let me get closer. So I'm going over everything. Pendant holder. It's just because her chain is not really an open chain, so this is going to give me the same effect. got a little bit on the shirt, but that's okay. I can just clean up with a toothpick. Right. I like that. And if you remove your chain and just mark, then you just paint it golden. Alright, so I'm gonna finish the paint and I'll be back. So for the earring, I'm going to do over a blade. So that's easy to put in the oven or to put the heat gun, and then I'm going to press up a little ball on top like this, and this is gonna be easy to hold my chain on the right spot. So I'm gonna make a ball the right, kind of like the size that I want for the earring, and it's always good to do the two earrings at the same time so you have the right sizes. It's easier. Something like that. I'm gonna add more clay here still because this is just the bottom, and I have to add some to the top, and I think that's enough. So I'm going to add a chain, and I cut this chain with like 6 and with just I forgot the name of that, rings, 6 rings, and I'm going to put let's see, 1 ring hanging here, and then 2 rings to the top, and then just the 3 rings are gonna go inside here. I'm just gonna make one, and then I will do the other one the same. This way. Then I'm going to add some clay on top of that, those rings in here, because I don't want them to be showing. That doesn't need to be all the way, you can just cover part of it. And a tiny little ball, and this is just really a ball. I'm going to let it drop in here to the ring that is underneath. This way, try to attach to it. And it's gonna be like this, moving, okay? Don't attach them together. That way. I'm gonna pull my clay to cover those rings here. And now I'm going to put the little spheres, but I'm going to go around on the sides this way, not in front, not on top, I mean, just around on the sides. Again, we don't need to press it in too much because I'm gonna add the gel, and this is going to help to stay. And in the center here, we can make any design we want. If you don't have anything to make a design, you can just go with tools and press it in instead of out. And poke some little, I don't know, just so it's not so flat, just make some marks on it to don't be flat. And if you do have, like, there's those things you can buy, let me show you guys. There are those things you can buy at it's like to make jewelry, so you put a little pearl in here to hold pearls. These are good things to make jewelry for your dolls. You can just you know, maybe press this over the clay and then put the gel on top before you put in the oven. I'm not going to use it because I only have one of this, so I don't have a pair, so I can't use it. But it's a good idea. So just adding some gel to hold the spheres. You have to be careful, sometimes the sphere come out on the brush. That's okay, you just put it back there. I don't know if you guys want to see that. Okay, I'm gonna do the same in the other side here, and now I'm gonna bake. So I just want to show you guys better after I fixed with my glasses, because I wasn't able to see very well. So this is what I did. So I just organized the little spheres as a circle, better circle, with the gel, as you can see. And there's a smaller flat circle on top to cover the chain. And I made a little flower with the tool, like just press the middle in, and then the petals around. Okay, so those are already baked. Okay, and I'm going to paint them with the same acrylic paint that I used for the necklace. Metallic golden paint. So when you paint, you're gonna see the design better, because the paint is not gonna get all the way where you poke holes. And you don't need to worry about painting inside the holes. If you want, you can, but it looks good like that too. And also paint the little ball. I might have to put a second coat here. Okay, now that it's painted and dried, I will still add the gel on top to make sure that this will stay, the paint will stay, all the microspheres are going to stay. Okay, so I'm going to bake that, then we can work on the other side. All right, now that this is baked again, I'm going to remove from the blade. And now we can paint. This might happen. Some of the liquid clay get stuck to the back of it. It's just like leftover from pulling around. You just pull it out. It comes out easy. And now I'm just gonna paint the other side gold. I'm not gonna work on anything on the other side. It's just gonna be flat. Okay, so I'm just gonna paint golden, and then put the gel on top, and we have the earring ready. So now to put the earring, I'm going to add some super glue to the little hole that I made on her ear. And I cut a little piece of a pin, you know, like sewing pin. So just a tiny little bit of it, very small. And I'm going to place inside the hole. And leave a little bit out, just a little bit. And I'm going to place on the small part of the pin that is coming out. And put in there. And now, to make sure that this is going to be held well, I will still put a little ball of clay, like very small, on top of it, and also press into the pin. Okay, I'm putting black, and then I'm gonna paint gold and do like I did with the whole earring. I'm gonna do the same thing in the other side, and I will bake this little ball and paint it golden, just like I did with the rest of the thing. And I don't think I need to show that because it's pretty similar to everything I did. Okay, so now the earrings are ready. I painted the little balls gold, and look at this, they bounce just like real earrings, and I love it. All right, let's make some flowers for her hair. So to make the rose, I'm going to use beige clay, and we're going to start by making small flat ovals, or it can be circle, it doesn't matter. And we're going to open this with a, you can do it with your finger or with a ball tool, and spread this around to make the petals. It's good to do on top of paper so it doesn't get stuck to it. And just like that. We're going to make some small ones and some big ones, as many as you need for your rose. I'm not sure if this is a rose, but a rose is good enough. So I'm gonna make a few of those. Okay, so I made a fill here, and as you can see, I'm not concerned if this part is thick or not, because we're gonna cut that. So now that I have the petals, I will start with the smallest ones, and I will roll it in this way. This way, and then I get another small one, and I will place overlapping where I finish, where it ends here. I will overlap a little bit and keep on rolling. And get another small one, and always overlap. If you want the flower to be closed, then you leave it this way. If you intend to make it open flower, then you start pulling the edges out like that. And always searching for the smaller ones. There's a small one here. And always overlapping. As you overlap, always put a little bit higher too. Don't go lower right now. Go higher. Not too much. And don't worry about this, we're gonna cut. Okay, so if you want to make the small flower, because she has like, I think 4 big ones, 1 medium and 2 small. So this would be good enough, and we would cut here like we're gonna cut after. I'm gonna make this one bigger. And then you have the smaller one. But for the big one, we just keep on adding until it reaches the size that you want. Now you go in the same level, don't go higher anymore. You can even start going lower. And then you organize there, you can open some of the petals more, some less, until your flower is on a way that you like. Okay, once you have this, we will press it down where you want your flower to finish, here. You can always press to make it better, open press, or you can make some tips if you want and close some petals more. And then once you roll the size you want, we'll just cut. Okay, then we have one flower. So we're gonna make a few of these to put on her hair. And before we bake, we can make it pinkish or orange, like it's orange some parts and pink some parts with the makeup powder. Let's do that. So I'm gonna use these eyeshadows that are really, really cheap. I think I got this at Walmart on sales, and comes with a lot of colors. So let's do that. So I'm going to get a dry brush and grab some pink. So I'm going to start with this color that is between the pink and the orange red. I'm gonna grab some, and I'm going to place on the center. Let me get closer. There you go. More to the center with this orangey color. There you go. Now I'm gonna get the pink and gently add some pink to it. There you go. So you add as much as you want. I'm gonna add a lighter pink now to end here. And I'm gonna leave some beige too, because the flowers are beige on the outside. And you can add darker if you think you want darker, like I'm adding like pretty orange now. And here. That's it. Pretty simple, that's good enough. And now I'm going to bake that and make a few of them so I have it ready for when I'm gonna make the hair. So that's it. Let me show you on her hair. So that's it. It would be something like that, and I like it. Okay, so that's it for today. Next class we will finish her. We're gonna make the hair, and that's it. So I hope you guys enjoy this class, and see you guys next Tuesday. Bye bye.